Governors across the country are making high-stakes decisions over how their states distribute the COVID-19 vaccine and who should get them first. Now, Governor Pritzker is taking heat from critics after he moved convicted prisoners up in line. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell reports from Springfield.
Illinois' first vaccine doses went to healthcare workers fighting COVID-19 on the front lines in hospitals like this one. But now that COVID vaccines are in short supply, who to vaccinate next? The state facing difficult decisions over who to prioritize between people with underlying health conditions who are free to stay at home or inmates who are trapped behind bars where outbreaks are common.
If there's an outbreak in a state prison, they have nowhere to go.
Reverend Michael Addy signed a letter to the Pritzker administration urging them to prioritize limited supplies of COVID-19 vaccines for prisoners.
I know some people will say, well, they did it to themselves. They got convicted. They got put in jail. The jail is jail.
Initially, Pritzker's plan mirrored the CDC, putting prisoners in line after phase 2 behind essential frontline workers, adults with high-risk medical conditions, and the homeless. Now, Pritzker's plan moves prisoners ahead of them into Group 1B, the same grouping with police, firefighters, and National Guard.
Yeah, I was shocked, frankly.
Senate Republican leader Dan McConkey is a veteran of the National Guard, his master's degree specializing in bioethics, studying right and wrong in medicine and the gray areas in between.
A 20-year-old convicted murderer who's going to be spending life in prison is going to get the vaccine faster than people who are on the outside, law-abiding citizens who instead, if they catch the vaccine, may not survive it. Not only do I think that's wrong, I think it's immoral.
McConkey says he urged the governor to set aside a pool of vaccinations for doctors to use at their discretion for adults in high-risk categories. Reverend Addy argues the state has a moral obligation to care for those in their custody.
As a person of faith, Jesus the Christ said, what you do to the least of these, you do also to me. So morally, it is our responsibility as community, as the city, as the citizens, to take care of those who, the widows, the orphans, our children, our elders, those who are incarcerated.
Reporting in Springfield, Mark Maxwell.
The governor's office has not yet responded to our request seeking comment. During a Monday press conference, the governor said the latest vaccine distribution groupings were established to ensure greater equity for Black and brown communities.